The corner, the corner, the corner.
Hey, welcome. Come on into Cousin Ed's Corner. This podcast is where you'll find real, authentic conversation, organic conversation, unscripted, unfiltered conversation, like you're home with your cousin. It's all about life. It's about finance. It's about spirituality. It's about love and everything in between. I'm your host, Cousin Ed. I'm excited to bring you along on this journey. So sit back and listen in as we dive into a wide range of topics. I have some diverse guests coming on with an array of thoughts and opinions. My goal is to create a space all for us to connect and communicate. It's not really about me. It's about the community as a whole. Let's enjoy it. Let's sit back. Let's think about our past. Let's move into our future. It's about
The corner, the corner, the corner. So no matter how you cut it or slice it, we're all here together. I'm just here to give you a piece of my heart, my mind, my soul, and my mentals. So sit back, relax, and enjoy another episode of Cousin Ed's Corner. The corner, the corner, the corner. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. What's going on, fam? What's going on, fam? It's your boy, Cousin Ed. Yes, indeed. We're back with another one, Cousin Ed's Corner. And we're going to switch it up today. We're not doing thank God for everything. Actually, we are doing it because we always thank God for everything. But we're going to switch it up and do a little bit of story time on today's show. Maybe it's Fabulous Friday, story time. Tell you a little bit about myself, right? So before we go into that, just want to thank each and every one of you. You're far too kind. Just the kind words, the text messages, the voicemails, everything that y'all have been doing, continue to do. Thank you very much. Be sure to follow, like, share, whatever button you have on your screen, hit all the buttons, right? Except for leaving the page. Hit all the buttons. Be sure to like the show, share with a friend, a family member. I'd like to hear from you. So if you're on any social media platform, hit me up with a message as well. Love to hear from you. Or you can text me at 762-333-2032. That's 762-333-2032. And you can email the show at info@cousinedscorner.com. That's info@cousinedscorner.com. So as I was sitting here thinking about today's show, normally on Friday, it will be a thank God for everything. So I still got to thank God, man. We thank God for everything, man. He's so amazing. He's so amazing. So thank him for this week. Thank him for allowing us to be back together again. Whenever you hear this show, just thank him. Thank him. Thank him. I want to tell you a little bit about myself. And if you heard Wednesday's show, you know where this is coming from. So my son EJ bought me a gift. And it's a journal of who you are, right? Journal of your life stories. So I've been documenting a lot of stuff through the podcast, letting you know, just leaving a legacy behind, leaving my autobiography behind through the show. But it's another story I'll tell you about myself and what made me or how I became who I am today, right? So I'm gonna go to the work ethic. The work ethic is really a big part of completing this right here. 3 shows a week. 2 years, 3 years straight, over 300 episodes. This is work ethic, right? A lot of it is tied back to sports, being able to go to practice every day, being yelled at, dealing with losses and wins and losses, a lot of that. But before all of that, my dad, I give him a lot of credit. My dad instilled some things into me. The work ethic that I have today. He would take me out with him to certain part-time jobs that he had, and I would go with him if it was exterminating, if it was delivering fruit. And I did a show some time ago talking about my experience with my ice cream truck. I had an ice cream truck, and he bought the ice cream truck and said, we're going to do this business. And I still have the truck today, so I posted pictures about that. So if you would like to see that, definitely DM me. I'll send you the link to it, or you can just do a search in whatever platform you're in and do ice cream. I think you'll find it. But before having the ice cream truck, I had an icy business. Yeah, I had an icy business. For those who are from New York, tri-state area, anywhere where it's hot, I ain't gonna say only New York, anywhere it's hot, I'll say Poppy. Poppy used to be out with the big icy ice block, and he had to shave ice, right? This metal thing, he shaving the ice, right? And he had all the different flavors that he can give you. I had one of those myself. So I live on, I say live because I still feel like I live there. I live on Flatbush, right? Popular Street, one of the biggest street in Brooklyn. I'm gonna give us props. So for Atlanta, you think about Peachtree Street, Memorial Drive, you think about all the major streets where you live at, right? Flatbush goes all the way through Brooklyn. And I live on Flatbush Street. Tons and tons of traffic. So much traffic that at one point, we had a building right next door to where I lived at called CORE, Congress of Racial Equality. Congress of Racial Equality. If you think back through the early 90s, I know it was still Reaganomics, so got to be early 90s. I have to look it up. But Reagan or Congress passed a bill for immigration amnesty. You had so much time to get your green card, and the lines used to be around the block because CORE was an organization that helped you get your green card. So my dad said, hey, I'm gonna put you right here in the driveway. We're gonna get a couple blocks of ice, and we're gonna sell ices. I didn't know what I knew. What I can buy an icy, but how I'm gonna sell an icy, right? How much I'm gonna do? And he thought about it like a lemonade stand. He said, "You have an icy stand. People will come by to get ices." So, put a table outside. Got this big block of ice, and he used to work different shifts. My dad worked swing shifts. So a swing shift 4 to 12 1 week. Some weeks 8 in the morning till 4 in the afternoon, and some weeks midnight to 8. So whatever shift he had, he'd bring a block of ice home. And we'd sit on the table, and I would be out there shaving ice. And people would come by, and I can't remember the price of it, what the price was. But it was to a point where I had to get help because it was so many people coming by. My arm got tired and everything else. Just imagine all day long, you just shaving ice. So I was able to, at a young age, I'm going to say 10, 11 years old, have employees. Now there's family members, cousins, right? And they would come outside, and I say, hey, listen, for every cup that you do, instead of me getting $1, I divide it with you. You get 50 cents, I get 50 cents, right? So I'm giving you numbers. I'm telling you, I don't know exactly what it was, right? But I was able to hire help to help me with my icy business. While I went up and down the street and rode my bike and told people about the ices that was coming up. Really, I was riding for fun, but I just told them I was riding up and down the street so I can get business. But it was one way for me to get from behind that table and be out on the street having fun riding my bike. So at an early age, I learned not only to have a business, but to work smarter, not harder, and delegating tasks. Now, I didn't know what I was doing at the time, and later in life, it helped me so tremendously, but I didn't know that. But it's like 10 years old. I mean, I wish I had pictures of it. I wish we had cell phones then. Nobody took a picture of me in the driveway with this big block of ice and this syrup, right? The syrup was so daggone sweet. If you drop it, the ants and everybody would, the whole family would line, like the line I had around the block for amnesty, the ants were lining up to get the syrup and stuff, right? And on my driveway, we had a gate. It was a gate you can open and close. So we opened the gate for business, right? And we would have a bag at the corner of the gate. So when you get the icy and you finish it, you can drop it, because that's how long they would wait in line. Sometimes I had people standing in front of me for 10 minutes maybe before they can get upstairs. So I would have people, I would go to the back of the line. So we got ices up front. People would leave their spot, come up front, get an icy, go to the back of the line, and still by the time they got up there, they wouldn't have been seen, so they still get another one. That summer or during that time, I'm talking about, for me, it was a lot of money. I made hundreds of dollars and was able to help my cousins and fund our activities, fund our Coney Island trips, fund our fireworks, and all of that because it was instilled in me early how to make money, how to work hard, how to work smarter, not harder. I think that many of us with our kids, we need to teach them that early, right? Smarter, not harder. Being independent, being able to be self-sustained, right? Now, I still needed him to get the icy. Sometimes he'd take me over to the ice block. It's called the ice block place where they actually, have a block of ice and stuff, and I'll carry it to the car, all of that. So he taught me all of those skills, all of those things early on. And then later years, after I started playing basketball and I couldn't do that anymore, we went and got the icy truck where we can drive around and do it a little bit different, Italian icy. So just wanted to give a little Fabulous Friday, a little story time. Continue to thank God, tying it all together. But just wanted to let you know why I am who I am. It's just instilled in me. So let's continue to grow. Let's continue to progress. Let's continue to teach our kids all of these things, all of these life skills early. And for some of us who didn't learn it early, right? I didn't learn everything, so I don't want to sound like I know everything. But some of us who didn't learn early, let's continue to practice to get better at life. It's your boy, Cousin Ed. I love each and every one of you. Nothing you could do about it. Have a fabulous, fabulous weekend. I will see you on Monday. Don't forget to like the show. Don't forget to share the show, follow the show, all of those things. I am out of here. Have a great one. Love you. Peace. Thank you for listening to Cousin Ed.